You paid for it every month. You never thought about it. Then something happened. You filed a claim. And the insurance company told you it was not covered. That is the moment most people realize they did not actually understand what they were paying for. Insurance is not complicated by accident. The more confusing it is, the less likely you are to use it correctly. Here is every type of insurance, what it actually covers, what the catch is, and what you should know before you need it. Health insurance. This is the insurance most people think about first because the consequences of not having it are immediate and expensive. Health insurance covers medical costs, doctor visits, hospital stays, surgeries, prescriptions, emergency care. You pay a monthly premium to stay covered. When you need care, you pay a deductible first, the amount you cover before insurance kicks in. After the deductible, insurance pays a percentage. You pay the rest as co-insurance. Most plans have an out-of-pocket maximum, the most you will pay in a year before insurance covers 100%. The trap is not understanding your plan. Network restrictions, pre-authorization requirements, and coverage exclusions can leave you with a bill that looks nothing like what you expected. Read the summary of benefits before you need to use it, not after. Life insurance. This is the insurance that pays people you love when you are no longer alive to pay them yourself. Life insurance provides a lump sum death benefit to your named beneficiaries when you die. Term life covers you for a specific period, 10, 20, or 30 years. Simple, affordable, straightforward. If you die during the term, your beneficiaries get paid. If you do not, the policy expires. Whole life covers your entire life and includes a cash value component that grows over time. It is significantly more expensive. Most financial experts agree that for most people, term life is the right choice. Buy enough to replace your income for 10 to 15 years. Review it when your life changes. Marriage, children, divorce, significant income increase. Life insurance is not for you. It is for everyone who depends on you. Auto insurance. This is the insurance most people have because it is legally required. Liability coverage pays for damage and injuries you cause to others in an accident, mandatory in most places. Collision coverage pays for damage to your own vehicle in an accident, regardless of fault. Comprehensive coverage pays for non-collision damage, theft, fire, weather, a tree falling on your car. Uninsured motorist coverage protects you if the person who hits you has no insurance. Most people carry the minimum required by law. Minimum liability protects other people from you. It does not protect you or your vehicle. The cheapest policy is not the best policy. It is the one that leaves you with the largest bill the first time something actually goes wrong. Homeowners insurance. This is the insurance that protects the most expensive thing most people own. Homeowners insurance covers your home and its contents against fire, theft, vandalism, and certain weather events. It also includes liability coverage if someone is injured on your property. The catch is the list of exclusions. Floods are almost universally excluded from standard policies. Earthquakes are excluded in most. Gradual damage, a slow leak causing mold, often excluded. If you live in a flood zone, you need separate flood insurance. Most people discover these gaps when they file a claim and get denied. The other misunderstanding is replacement cost versus actual cash value. Replacement cost pays what it costs to replace damaged items today. Actual cash value pays what those items are worth today after depreciation. A 10-year-old roof under an actual cash value policy may pay out a fraction of what replacement actually costs. Know which one you have. Renters insurance. This is the insurance most renters do not have, and almost all of them should. Renters insurance covers your personal belongings against theft, fire, and certain damage. It also includes personal liability coverage if a guest is injured in your apartment, if you accidentally cause water damage to a neighbor. Your landlord's insurance covers the building. It does not cover a single item you own inside it. If there is a fire, your laptop, furniture, and clothing come out of your pocket unless you have renter's insurance. Most policies cost between $10 and $30 per month. The reason most renters do not have it is the mistaken belief that the landlord's insurance covers them too. It does not. It never did. Disability insurance. This is the insurance most people have never thought about until they need it. Disability insurance replaces a portion of your income if you become unable to work due to illness or injury. Short-term disability covers a limited period, typically 3 to 6 months. Long-term disability kicks in after that and can cover you for years or until retirement age. Most people insure their car, their home, their phone. Almost nobody insures the thing that pays for all of those, their income. A serious illness or injury does not pause your mortgage or your bills. They keep coming. Disability insurance keeps something coming in. Most employers offer some level of disability coverage. Most people have never read what it actually covers. Check it. Long-term care insurance. This is the insurance that covers what health insurance does not. Health insurance covers medical treatment. Long-term care insurance covers the cost of assistance with daily activities when you are no longer able to do them independently. Nursing home care, assisted living, in-home care. A private room in a nursing home can cost over $100,000 per year. Medicare covers very limited long-term care. Medicaid covers it only after you have spent down most of your asset. Long-term care insurance fills that gap. It is expensive and premiums increase over time. Most financial advisors recommend considering it in your 50s before premiums become prohibitive. Most people do not think about it until they are watching a parent exhaust their life savings on care costs. By then, it is too late. Travel insurance. This is the insurance most people skip until they lose significant money on a trip. Travel insurance covers trip cancellation, trip interruption, medical emergencies abroad, lost luggage, and flight delays. Some credit cards include travel insurance as a benefit. Most people do not know this and pay for separate coverage unnecessarily. Trip cancellation reimburses non-refundable costs if you cancel for a covered reason. The key phrase is covered reason. Changing your mind is not covered. Fear of bad weather is not covered. A sudden illness or family death usually is. If you want to cancel for any reason at all, you need cancel for any reason coverage, a more expensive add-on that covers exactly what it sounds like. Travel insurance is worth considering on expensive trips with significant non-refundable costs. The math changes with the stake. Pet insurance. This is the insurance that exists because veterinary care has become expensive enough to create a genuine financial decision. Pet insurance covers accidents, illnesses, surgeries, and emergency care. Pre-existing conditions are typically excluded. The honest calculation is whether expected claim costs over the life of the pet will exceed total premiums paid. For most people with young, healthy animals, they will not. For animals that develop chronic conditions or require expensive interventions, they absolutely can. Pet insurance makes the most financial sense when purchased young, before conditions develop that would be excluded as pre-existing. Waiting until your pet is sick is too late. The condition becomes excluded. The premium becomes the only thing you pay. Business insurance. This is the category that protects what you built. General liability covers claims of bodily injury or property damage caused by your business operations. Professional liability, also called errors and omissions, covers claims that your advice or services caused financial harm to a client. Workers' compensation covers employees injured on the job. Business interruption covers lost income when your business is forced to close due to a covered event. Product liability covers claims arising from products you sell or manufacture. Most small business owners underinsure. They carry a basic general liability policy and assume it covers everything. It does not. A consultant needs professional liability. A manufacturer needs product liability. One size does not fit any of them. Umbrella insurance. This is the insurance most people have never heard of that sits above all your other policies. Umbrella insurance provides additional liability coverage beyond the limits of your existing home, auto, and renters policies. If you are sued and the judgment exceeds your auto insurance limits, umbrella insurance covers the excess. If someone is seriously injured on your property and the lawsuit exceeds your homeowner's limits, umbrella covers the gap. Umbrella policies are relatively inexpensive, typically $100 to $200 per year for $1 million of additional coverage. They are most valuable for people with significant assets to protect because those with assets are the ones most worth suing. If you own things worth protecting, an umbrella policy is one of the most cost-effective protections available. Cyber insurance. This is the insurance most people have never considered for a risk they face every single day. Cyber insurance covers financial losses from digital threats, data breaches, hacking, ransomware attacks, identity theft, and the costs of recovering from a cyber attack. For individuals, cyber insurance can cover the cost of restoring your identity after theft, legal fees if your data is used fraudulently, and financial losses from online fraud. For businesses, it covers the cost of notifying affected customers, regulatory fines, legal defense, and system restoration after a breach or attack. Cyber threats are now among the most common financial risks that individuals and businesses face. Most standard home, renters, and business policies exclude cyber-related losses entirely. The coverage is relatively new. Most people do not think about it because the threat is invisible until it is not. A ransomware attack that locks your business systems, a phishing scam that empties a bank account, an identity theft that takes years to undo, none of these are covered by the policies already in your drawer. Cyber insurance covers the gap that every other policy in this list leaves open. Every type of insurance, all of it designed to protect you from financial losses you could not absorb on your own. The goal of insurance is not to expect the worst. It is to understand what you are actually paying for before the moment you have to use it, because that moment always arrives eventually, and by then, it is too late to read the policy.